What up, y'all? Wheat, what it do? Welcome to the wheat field, y'all. Welcome to you. If you new, hey, welcome to you too. My name is La T, and I am a channeled messenger, a spiritual reader, and I read for the wheat. You know what I'm saying? Tears of Wheat to Roast Show, where you show enough, never know what you're gonna get. Could start off a little thick, little choppy, beloved, but it's like that old school Crisco. We gotta get it out the can and put it in the pan. The Most High God come in and put some heat on it. And beloved, we need to be heated up on this rising. I almost said this morning, but we not morning. We not. I know it's a play on words, but I care about what the universe just heard, basically. Get some lip gloss on here. So we say rising. Grand rising. Grand rising to you all. Hope you have a beautiful ascension and a wonderful evening. Descension as well. You know, only to end, to rise and begin again. From the beginning to the ending and the ending back to the beginning. It is infinity. It never ends, beloved. It just doesn't. We are feeling the need to bring the rising message before we get ready to head out into the day. I feel like something in this is not right. Ashe. Something is backwards. It was. Thank you very much. The infinite intelligence. Breathing. I be. Yes, word resurrecting this day. How you be? Leave me a comment, beloved, if any of this resonates, if you guys come across this message and it hits for you. Leave me a message. I'd love to hear from you. I really would. I thank you guys so much for your continued support, for being here with us. We see the energy of change and blindness. Ooh, and look at that color, beloved. Happiness is here with turquoise. Agate, a fresh start. We just happen to just say from the beginning to the ending and the ending to the beginning to begin again. As long as I am breathing in my eyes, I am just beginning. That's beautiful. Put that in the camera real close so y'all can read that. Yes. We see the energy of change. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. And that's awesome. Because guess what we getting ready to go do, beloved? We're getting ready to dress. And we are going to go and spend time with my sissy, my bestie. And she has a great foundation. Focusing on the good is the theme of the day. Focus on the good. We about to get that sip because we need it. Alpha, thank you with your blessing. Omega, with your blessing. Let's get it. First sip of coffee. We don't need it, but we sure love it. Okay. So be the change that we want to see. We were saying that we're going to support our sissy. She has a foundation, and it is a holiday event sponsoring families in need. And we just wrapped, I don't know how many presents for the kiddos. I got gifts in the car. I got to be there in about an hour or so. Help set up. We've been going for the last 2 weeks or so. But I'm just so grateful to be another set of hands, another, some boots on the ground to get in there and to serve with her. She's such a phenomenal person as much as she does. And she's a person that I ain't telling her business, but she's, deals with things in her personal life that doesn't make her always so well and strong in the body, but her mind is strong. She has a very strong mindset. So you talking about refusing to relent, refusing to give in. She definitely is the change that you want to see. We came up from some tough roots, beloved. I mean, like tough when it comes to about, from the hood, from the streets and doing street shit to just really giving them back to the streets and being a person to support families in need, whether it's children, back to school events, holiday events, feeding the homeless, clothing drives and donations. I think it's just phenomenal, and I'm just so excited to be able to stand along beside her, just be in the crowd and support what she's doing. Yeah, so we are going to go and be the change. And I just realized, like, that's the thing for this season, is to participate with others in supporting those who are in need. I literally have no need. I'm not a person that's like Jeff Bezos or, anywhere near anybody, somebody, something of Hollywood or Atlanta or none of that. But when you talk about, I look around and I'm full. I'm at capacity. Like every need is met. The good, beloved, is all that I see. The good is all that I see. The transformation, not only in my friend, my sister, but us, and the work that she's doing to be transformative through her foundation. I think it's just so inspirational. And I would offer that to anyone, especially if you are a person that's feeling any kind of way this holiday. Find a place to volunteer and to give back and to spend time around others who need support. It does a lot to show and reveal the blessings that are around you, help you become the change that you want to see, and put that out there. Let it permeate, beloved. Again, we have to be the miracle. We don't have to do a fuck shit thing, but to choose it, to commit to it and devote to it, to give of yourself in service. Oh, beloved, it is changing. It is. And I, for one, know it. So I offer it. Thank you to the Most High God, the Alpha and Omega, for being here with us. For bringing a message through me, onto me, and out into the wheat field. I am so grateful for the overflow and that it can go out to others who may need it, Again, if you found yourself in this space, I hope you stay. I know it come together a little bit slow. We get to cooking. We simmering right now. We don't know if we're going to stay on simmer, make a gravy. We don't know if we're going to get the frying, make some wangs, dropping some nuggets off in that thing. We have no idea. The Most High God gonna bring it. It's gonna be good. Whatever it is, it's gonna be edifying onto self and onto the spirit for our strengthening, beloved. Hopefully, it's something in it that you just need to hear. Maybe not the whole thing, but a piece of it. Just a little something to help strengthen up them shoulders, that spiritualness, so that you can bear that yoke that's placed upon you. Because we are yoked to be the change, to be the manifested miracles in this day, to reach back and to help others, pull them up. Well, we can't pull nobody up. We can offer some service. They gonna have to get up and do the work too. Just saying. Blindness. There is none so blind as those who will not listen. Say it, Spirit. Thank you for your protection. I ask that you pull me into your holiest of holies, into your inner sanctuary. Guard me, surround me, brighten up my light and my lumens, increase my frequency, my resonance. Let me vibrate and sync with thee, that I may sit in your presence, see you everywhere, feel you, that I may hear you, the ending, hear you, the beginning, the calling, coming in together in alignment. Yes, protect me as we bring your message, as you bring it through me, and for I am your willing and surrendered vessel to be a messenger, a conduit for you to work through. Thank you. Blindness. There's none so blind as those who will not listen. Listen to change. And we saw a fresh start, always beginning, knowing that it's Long as I am breathing in my eyes, I am just beginning. Yes. Somebody is not seeing that. And it's so beautiful. You see how, to me, it's like that same resonance, that same frequency. What's around the stone is in the inside of this stone. This stone, you know what I mean, it's on the outside. And this person, this individual, this energy is not listening. This right here recognizes it's on the inside. And they are always beginning, taking the opportunity to begin again as they breathe. Oxygenated blood is blue, you know, inside the body. And I think that's something beautiful. It's like the river inside of us. But our vessels are mostly made of water, you know, too. So I'm feeling that, the blue, the flow of water. I'm feeling somebody who's being called to change, to have a fresh start, or a fresh start is here, and they may not recognize it. Be the change you wish to see in the world. This could be two separate energies. It just could be the principles of change and the refusal to listen, to hear the calling, the refusing to focus on the good, to transform. Perhaps the Spirit is calling out to you to transform, beloved. And you're not, somebody's not listening. I see receptivity is here to invoke it, to be receptive unto the Spirit. Thank you so much, my God, for bringing the message. Fear. And there's something with that, because we see fear right here too on the table. Anything else in here? We see self-care. Take care of yourself. You know, take care of your own mental mindset. And even if, like I said, you don't feel so great, you're not experiencing joy on this day, to maybe find a way to give back to others. Put yourself in a different headspace so that you can feel that emotion. Self-love is here as well. So I definitely see a couple of instances of self-care, self-love. We see fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. You know, if you have a sentiment of fear, work on releasing it, you know. Step into your faith and focus on the good. You know, what is the good that will come out of it? At times, it can feel like the modern world is full of stressful events and anxieties. And often we spend too much time worrying about things that have happened or things yet to come. This is when we need to remember the importance of calmness and inner peace. It will help you clear the fear, help you focus on the good, right? There are certain things we cannot change. And within us all is the capacity for perspective and the ability to let these things go. There is a great reserve of calmness inside of me. Today, I will bring tranquility into the world. Be the change that you want to see. Instead of being fearful and worried, full of worry, be faithful and full of wonderment. Flip it, flip it. Calmness instead of chaos. Calm instead of chaos. Caring for self as you care for others, right? Other selves. Focus on the good. Instead of looking at garbage and seeing trash, focus on the good and the treasures of life. They are always there. It's all about how you choose to see it, because we don't see with these. We see with our mind, beloved. If you adjust your mindset, then what will you see, beloved? Listen. Somebody may have an issue with listening, and it makes you blind, to your own blessings. Which one first? This one. Being blind to your own blessings. Sometimes people just want to be heard. And if you are in a space of wanting to be heard, you may not be listening, right? You may be trying to vent. You may be trying to get it out. You may be wanting somebody else to listen to you. You just don't understand. You want somebody to hear you, see from your perspective. But again, we see with our mind, beloved, and the way we experience is very different. Perseverance is here. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. You can. You can do whatever you set your mind to. It is all about how you see it. You can change. You can be the change, beloved. It's all about how you see it. Empathy. And that's what I was feeling. Somebody wants empathy. They want to be heard. They want to be felt. Can you see what I see? And yeah, I may see it. I can recognize it. I can connect with you. I can understand and have compassion for you. Doesn't mean that that's what I would personally do, but I can understand why you feel the way that you feel. I can understand that if I were you going through what you went through, I can understand how you feel like that too. I really could. But does that mean I can't offer a different viewpoint? No. I can offer a different viewpoint. And are you able to do the thing on the reverse side of it is what I'm feeling. If I tell you my story, can you see from my point of view? Can you see how I got to where I'm at? How I walked through that mentally and come to the disposition and the perspective that I have, the one that helps me persevere? Or are you so beholden to your own perspective that you cannot listen and you cannot see? Love. And we said that fear is testing your resolve to live in the energy of love. The opposite side, being rooted, being grounded, allowing yourself the opportunity to see. Third eye chakra, third eye chakra, third eye chakra. Moving from a light, deepening, right? That ability to see. Have patience with yourself, beloved. It's just a journey. Change. A fresh start. A new beginning. I accept that everything happens in divine order. From the ending to the beginning. From the beginning to a new ending. It's the evolution of things. The evolution. Change. It's the only constant. The only constant. See, a lot of times people don't want to hear about change. And that makes us blind because you don't want to listen. But change is the only thing, again, that's constant. It's the only thing that you can depend on. That things will change. Nothing stays the same. And nature teaches us that nothing stays the same. Do you want something else out here? I know I was about to put that away. I know. Nothing stays the same, beloved. You don't stay the same. You change every single day. And people have an issue with aging because they can't accept change. Courage. Look at that purple. From surrender. Ooh, purple. We talking about. And that brings you to freedom. Even if you feel lonely, that's just a fallacy. You're never alone, Come into freedom. Peace. And I spoke about that feeling of the blue, the flow. We see intuitive third eye chakra. I see heart chakra. I feel all of it. Definitely heart chakra. We feel rooted with the root chakra. Confident, secure. The ability to releasing control, beloved, and to being able to see from another person's perspective both sides of the situation, clearing fear, being able to change, be the change, to model it, model change. How do I accept change? How do I be a change agent? How can I become an agent of change? Again, change is the only constant, and we're going through it constantly. Nothing stays the same. It's always transforming, always. Butterfly to caterpillar is always transforming. We are aging, we are growing, we are maturing. And to not listen to change or others as they change, to the Most High calling you to change makes you blind, beloved. You are unable to see. Third eye chakra is affected. You are not able to flow. And it impacts what you speak. It impacts what you experience in your daily life, beloved. Focus on the good. And can you do it? Can you bring yourself into a state of calmness, or are you living in chaos? Not only internally, but externally. Get another sip. Listen for the Most High God as it brings the next part of this message. I did say passion and rooted in confidence. Root chakra, beloved. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, hidden gem to change. Aragonite, change. Be the change you wish to see. Topaz, blindness. None so blind as someone that will not listen. It says, the gem of insight, balance, and calm. And we read calmness. That was the card that came out. Calmness. Calmness over chaos. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. And when I say, I'll put that up in there so that y'all can read it yourself. Hopefully y'all can get that in there. Pause the video because my arm getting a little bit tired. Give you a couple more seconds in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Anything else out of your beloved? Say no. Give that a little bit shuffle though, just to make sure we mix it up. Thank you to the Most High God for bringing this message. I thank you for my ability to be courageous enough to allow and surrender my vessel onto thee. Yeah, third eye chakra, beloved. What did I say? We was talking about somebody that cannot see. Thank you to the Most High God, beloved. Third eye chakra, alchemy. You could change your situation. You could change what you see. This is the energy of change. Beloved, change. Look at that resonance. Look at that frequency. Look at that. Just saying. It ain't me. Earth energy, get grounded. What do you see? The intelligence, the wisdom of our plane, just being on Earth. Everything changes. The climate is changing. Everybody talking about climate change, and they've been talking about it ever since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I'm saying. That's been at least some years. Just saying. We are not in the same place. We are traveling all the time. We are never in the same position. We might travel this track, but it's going around and around and around and around. We are changing, beloved. Everything is shifting. You talking about we are, what is that, what they call it? When we rotate around the sun, the moon rotates around the earth rotates around the sun, the stars move, you know, the precession. The solar system itself is moving. It is expanding. It is growing. It is changing. It is not the same, beloved. It's not. And for anybody to have a mindset to say that things are supposed to stay the same, that's impossible, beloved. That's you asking for something that a person cannot deliver. You can't be like, get into a relationship with a person and say, just don't change on me. Well, that's bullshit. And if I tell you I ain't gonna change, then I just lied to you, beloved. Because I'm gonna change. I'm not gonna be the same. You're not gonna be the same. And if you don't want to hear somebody tell you that you're not the same, that you've changed, then that's blindness, baby, because you don't want to listen. You don't want to see the obviousness, like what's right in front of your nose. You are not the same. There's some tenets about you, some principles, but guess what? You still different. Because when you learn, you do better or you do different, you experience, it changes you. You're different. You are not the same as when you was 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You know what I'm saying? You ain't the same. Your mental ain't the same. Your body ain't the same. None of it is the same. Focus on the good. And if you are the same, that means you're stuck. You're in a rut. You are not progressing. You're not moving forward. You're not keeping pace with life. And if that's why people say we grew apart. Why? Because one person decided that they are going to move with the pace of life in development, and another person decided that they wasn't going to change. They won't listen. I had somebody once tell me that I needed to meet them where they was at. Well, if you behind me because you refuse to change, that's telling me I need to go backwards. And at that point, I was in a toxic relationship. It was not good for me. This person had already showed me that they were a liar, that they had no little ethic, that they would not take accountability for self. Whether I choose to forgive and stay in it or not. I could see that I shouldn't be in it because you won't even take accountability, beloved. Refuse to see how you have continued to do the same behavioral patterns, and I'm wife number 3. But it was a lesson for me to change. Hey, is this something that you've seen before? Mm-hmm. Yep, sure did. I've seen me in a situation such as this before. What do I need to do to change? To have a fresh start, a new beginning? Am I going to allow myself to be slowed down, to be pulled back when I had already held myself back? No. I'm going to continue to progress and evolve. Again, when you learn better, you do better. Just a part of my story, beloved. Alchemy, energy of change. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability in remembrance of the magic that we hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemists to perform the miracles of transmutation. Transmutation. Changing negative energy into positivity. Experiences into fuel so that you can rise, so that you can ascend. Anything else, beloved? Most High God. This one, and then this one. Got it. So we see self-love. That's an affirmation. That's right here on the top. Self-love. We see chakras. Chakras are different energy points on your body. They represent parts of your spiritual and physical being. Align your chakras. Get them going. Cleansing, I'm hearing. Get an oil change. You know, I said that before early when we started the channel. I mean, I'm not for sure how far we have been into it. But, you know, a lot of people talk about, you know, the anointing and being anointed and, you know, putting the oil on you. I say sometimes you need to get an oil change. You need to change your oil. You might have a little bit of sludge in there, you know, some things that's clogging up your chakras, your engines and your energy centers that's keeping you from getting going, from feeling that, being able to dig into your magic of alchemy. Positive thoughts. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Repeat, everything I need, strength, love, and courage are inside of me. Strength, the ability to persevere. Courage, we saw love. I think we put it back in there, but we definitely saw love because we talked about it. And surrender and control. Anything else in here? No. Surrender control. Today I believe. Today I will see the miracles and love surrounding me. Yes, can you see? Can you focus on the good, beloved? Can you see? Can you see, or are you blind? Today I am accepting. Today I will open my heart and listen with an open mind to new ideas and opportunities. Opportunities for what? For change, to have a fresh start, a new beginning. I love how that listen word came out. Anything else on here? Because if you won't listen, then you blind. You're blind to your own progression. You are blind to your own blessings. And we wanna see. We want to be able to see the goodness of the Most High God. See the Most High God everywhere and in everything. It says, wait until you feel like things are progressing effortlessly. Let the opportunities present themselves when the time is right. Don't force things. Have patience. And we definitely saw patience come out. I read patience. And we talked about divine timing with surrendering control, beloved. I can release my need to control. Third eye chakra, the frequency of it. The frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. Close your eyes and think about your dream, being alive and real. How do you feel? Cherish this feeling and keep it as a compass. Follow it. One more time. Close your eyes and think about your dream, being alive and real. How do you feel? Cherish this feeling and keep it as your compass. Follow it. Follow it. Surrender the need to control it. Keep positive thoughts. Stay calm. Take care of yourself. I see empathy. I see it, but Most High said that ain't what I want you to say, beloved. If a previous negative experience seems true to you and stands in the way of your dreams, ask yourself, is this really the truth, or could I look at it from another angle? Could I allow my dreams to come true despite my history? Can I allow my dreams to come true despite my history? Wow. Even though your dream is impossible right now, could you give it a chance to come to become? Could you give it a chance to become? I heard don't say the last part. Anything else in here, beloved? Take in everything life has to offer, the happy and the sad. Trust that you are always where you should be, and you are given the lessons you need to move forward. You are given the lessons that you need to move forward. That reminds me of my testimony, right? I had seen that situation before. In a different way, it was different, but I had seen it before. Am I holding myself back? Am I allowing myself to be in a situation that I know is not good for me? Yes, I was. And what was that doing to me? What was it teaching me? To find the good, to find the lesson, and allow it to develop me, to change me, so I could be the change that I wanted to see. And to take the courage to be that change and to go forward, to get the lesson, to learn from it, that's a blessing. Yes, to be able to activate that in your life. To even still see both sides of the same thing. I could see how they were at where they were at. Don't mean that that's what I would choose for me. No, I decided to change, beloved. And sometimes when you change, you grow apart. You have a difference of perspective. Your mindset is too different in order for you to come together. It just won't meet. You don't have a meeting of the minds, beloved. Because especially when you're dealing with a person that don't want to listen, they're blind. They could be blind to the changes that they need to make within self. How life is changing them, and they are struggling to stay the same. They can't see. That emotion was persevering, like they were stuck to it. They were committed and devoted to non-change. Instead, I had to take the courage to free myself. Do it with calmness, try to stay away from the chaos. Doesn't mean that's how it turned out. I mean, for self, we had to hold self. We lost ourselves on some days. We did, because we're not perfect. But even those days turned into lessons, I say. And then they are definitely blessings in this day. So, even though your dream is impossible right now, could you give it a chance to come true? Yeah, you can. By thinking about how would it feel to be in that space. Just feeling that space gives you courage. It brings in that vibration. It brings in that frequency, calls you into alignment with that thing. I can live in that headspace, that perspective. My mind is set on it. My emotions are set on it. Spiritually, for me, it is real. And it will call it into me. It will. Now, the next thing is to start taking action. Steps towards that. One step, baby step, baby step. I hear crawling. It doesn't matter how you start to move as long as you start moving, getting those gears going. And that's why I'm feeling like your chakras might be locked, right? To get them going, get them in rhythm, get them in sync, get them moving again, get an oil change, beloved. Feel like somebody might be sputtering, backfiring. And you're tooting. But if a previous negative experience seems true to you and it stands in the way of your dreams, ask yourself, is this really true, or could I look at it differently? How can I look at it differently, change my perspective so that I can be the change I want to see? Let me look at the good, find the good in it. What is the good, and what is it teaching me? How is it transforming me? How is it growing me? How can I listen to the situation so that I can see? Third eye chakra energy, bringing me to freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. not sit in chaos. Calmness, peace, freedom, beloved. Again, how do you feel? Cherish that feeling and keep it as a compass. Do you cherish your calm? Do you cherish your peace? Let that be a compass unto thee, giving you direction in which way you're growing. Yes. Which way you're growing. Anything else, beloved? No. Thank you guys so much for being here on the Tears of Wheatrow show. We show enough, never know what you're going to get. 4014 when we said it. Allow that feeling to be the persevering, dominating emotion. Whatever your dream would feel like to be real, to be true onto you, dispelling any negative thoughts, any fears that would come against you, dig into your faith, beloved, and know that as you breathe, you can have a fresh start, a new beginning. Change is the only constant. Listen so that you can open up your eye and see. Having empathy. All things are possible. It says, I have everything I need. Strength, love, courage. And I hear wisdom inside of me. All alone. Strength, courage, and wisdom. Yes. Yes. I love it. I love it, y'all. Ooh, we getting ready for the day. We getting ready for the day, y'all. You know what? I do. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Hey, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Oh, let's get it, my wheat. Let's get it. Hey, get my wheat. Let's get it. Oh, get it, wheat. Let's get it. Let's flip that energy. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it, beloved. Flip it. Yes. Flip it. Tell me something I can't change or don't change. So what? That is impossible. We all gonna change. Now, it's some principles and characteristics and things like that that remain. But even still, your perspective on them things change. They do. They mature as you get older and have more experience. And this is definitely something that impacts relationships because you see that and you hear it all the time. Get into relationships and a person want to tell you, just don't change on me. I can't promise that as a matter of fact, I'm going to promise you that I'm going to change daily. What I'm going to need you to do is promise me that you're going to change with me. That I'm not going to be sitting up here stuck to somebody that their resolve is to remain the same and refuse to change. Refuse to change your mindset, your position. Release fear on that, because sometimes taking care of self means that you need to just release it. I'm just saying, I can't tell you what to do in your relationship. That is not on to me. But this says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. And being in a relationship with somebody that refuses to change their position, their mindset, they are blind because they won't listen. That's not serving my highest good, beloved. It's not. It's not. Absolutely not. No. No. And no, I got to go. And that's how it happens. People grow apart. Why? Because somebody refused to listen. Somebody refused to change. It makes them blind in a relationship. And how do you come together with that? The minds don't mesh, beloved. Carnelian, explore. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do, by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. Fresh start for someone is coming. Love you, 4414 when we said it. To the next now, beloved. I love you just like I love the Alpha and Omega that called me and gave me this here decree to be the infinite intelligence, breathing the word, resurrecting this day. I say. Yeah, that's all they came to say. Love y'all.